Hello and welcome to the Yami Shibai podcast, hosted by me, the Germ, joined by
Boom. Ghosty. Back again.
back with the booze. I see.
Going with classics.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, I had quite the week of being on the toilet, shitting and vomiting at the same time.
You're just opening with that, eh?
Oh, I'm opening straight with that.
Straight to the point.
It was open with me. I might as well be open with everyone else too, right?
Yeah, true.
Yep.
No secrets here.
Well, between friends, why keep any secrets, right?
Oh, luckily, I have not got the same sickness as you. I have not been in the same area.
Thank goodness, because so many people have gotten this one.
Oh, really? Everybody in the community, or like?
I wouldn't say everyone, but a lot. A lot of
Wow.
people.
Pandemic.
Well, considering it only lasted a day, I don't think we should panic yet. Ooh. Anyway, shall we start the episode?
Yeah, let's get into this one. Last episode of the season.
Last episode of the season, and then will be our season recap.
Season 5.
So
We've
if you
come
want,
through a long way.
oh yeah. So if you want to send any questions, now's a good chance.
Good idea to get that out there early.
Get out there early. I'll probably forget by the end. Step right up and have a look. It's time for Yami Shibai. Episode 13, Seductress.
Wow.
Remember when you
YouTube
couldn't predict?
18+ rating.
Yeah, right? You couldn't predict what this was?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I don't blame you. Like, what the heck would this episode be about, right?
I didn't even want to take a shot at it. It's the main thing.
Right? So, put on our detective cats because we're joining a detective on the case. Apparently, young men have been disappearing. The detective is tracing the men's steps to find clues. And apparently...
This is a
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
This is a very confusing frame. To me, it looked like he was on the seat of a bus or something, like thinking about
I can see that.
a bar. Yeah.
But that's like one of those like signs on the streets with the lights around the edges.
It's so low, though.
It's
Maybe
because
that's normal. I
it's
don't know.
on street level, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
You sometimes see that. It must be a Japanese thing, because you do see that in Japanese animation.
You like never see that in North America.
No, never. People are too busy stealing the light bulbs if you have it on the ground level here.
True. Yeah.
So anyway, all the men have had contact with a certain woman at this bar. Maybe she can tell us where to go next if there's any suspicious customers here. It's so weird. This hasn't been investigated already. We enter the bar and see a man watching a woman hit on another man while he dreams someday it could be him, but he doesn't think it could happen.
Pessimist.
He doesn't look like that bad of a looking dude, but what do I know?
It's not rich enough. Look at the watch on that guy.
Oh, you're right. The watch. That makes the difference. He hears the line she says to all the men, "I want you." I wonder if she wants help with building a deck or maybe doing taxes or...
Do something like that.
Yeah. But the man seems willing to help, which is very polite. Yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah. Hopefully get like whatever the job is done. And the lonely man watches them leave the bar, arm in arm, making sure she doesn't trip. What a polite young gentleman. He sighs to himself. He's always alone. Outside, the detectives watch them leave. Wait, detectives? I added another detective.
Detective watches. You didn't pluralize it. You're good.
I know. The detective watches them leave, wondering who was that mysterious woman. It's so weird, right? He's looking for a mysterious woman who picks up all the men who disappear. He sees a mysterious woman. He's like, weird. Anyway, I'm going to keep watching his bar.
It's not a very good detective. That's for sure.
Instead of following the suspicious woman, we head back into the bar, watching the depressed guy, when suddenly she appears behind him, saying she was stood up. The man's surprised, asking if the guy she left with was the one who stood her up. Not that he was the one, not that he was watching and listening or anything, but luckily she's into that shit, and she doesn't mind him always staring at her back. But then she drops the line, "I want you."
Well, it's time.
He gets him to come with her, out of the bar, but the detective's on their trail. Okay, why follow them this time?
I took this as though it was like a different day or something.
It's
I'm
not.
not sure.
It's the same
It's really
night,
weird.
based on what he says, where she said he stood her up.
Uh,
Yeah.
maybe it's like a mistranslation, and it actually said like he ditched her or something.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably what it is. Because
Because
standing
like
up would be weird.
stood up makes it
Yeah.
sound like he never came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? She brings him into a back alley, and you can tell by the sketchy snack sign nearby that this is a real tough neighborhood. I can't believe they let those in this country.
Snacks.
Oh, she drops the line again. "I want you." As any intense hugging session goes, she drops her arms to the ground to start with, revealing her mantis arms.
Whoa, it's Mantis Man.
I bet those aren't very good at hugging at all. Her face peels back to reveal a mantis head, and she drops the line again. "I want you." Pretty impressive for a mantis.
Speaking alien mantis.
The lonely man yells for help as the detective watches in shock. We hear wet chomping and see shadows on the wall showing the feast. So, not taxes? Wasn't a day?
Dramatic wording.
She looks back, spotting the brave detective. The detective does what any professional would do in his bad situation. He freaks the fuck out, man.
I mean, I would too. Giant mantis eating somebody.
I assume, like, I don't know in Japan, but I'd assume he has some kind of weapon, like a gun or a baton or like, I don't know,
No guns.
one of those pull devices that goes, "Help me, help me," like something.
A whistle.
We go to black and see the golden mask appear. The detective wakes up on a park bench, not sure what just happened. And we see the storyteller walking away with his scary, scary bicycle. While the detective wonders what happened with the case, the storyteller turns around to look at us. And the end.
Is it just me or is the storyteller's face really fat? It's like
It might
really
be the
big.
shadows. It does look bigger than normal.
It's bigger than the mask.
You can always see the
The mask
storyteller's
doesn't even
face
fit
a little bit.
his fat face.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like from watching this so much, but I swear you can always see his face around his mask.
Not there.
Yeah, not here. Maybe not.
So that was a weird ending.
Right? So I did see some theories some people did said, and I'm trying to remember what their theory. If let me just read through my notes, make sure. Okay, I remember what my theory was about that.
What was that?
Uh, my pet theory is that he was telling him the story. I
While he was
saw
sleeping?
maybe I saw a lot more convincing idea from the comments, but that was my theory.
That makes more sense. It felt
Yeah.
to me like they were like, we need to shoehorn in some kind of like series wrap up to the end of the story. So he wakes up. It's like it was all a dream trope from every school essay ever written.
But so did you notice the name of the bar?
Yes, I did. I was going to mention that actually. I didn't notice until we were reviewing the
Can you see here?
images
Yes, you can see it
before we went
here.
through.
The
Yeah,
mantis bar. Very
bit of a
ominous.
giveaway, I
Yeah.
guess. When she was chomping on the dude, it felt
Yeah.
like it went on for so long, and the sound effect was so gross. I was like,
It
enough.
did feel like it went on for quite a while. It
I had to mute it
probably
after a moment. I was like, this is enough.
it probably didn't. It was probably only a few seconds long.
It was like,
Yeah.
it's too much.
It's like you with an Oreo.
Exactly, yeah. It sounded like somebody chewing cabbage or something. It was gross.
Oh, hi, Mr. Oreo. Yeah, like it was a very intense scene. Like probably as close as they could get to the gore factor for this kind of show.
True. Oh, yeah, they never actually show gore.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of rare that you actually see somebody specifically dying too.
Oh, they definitely died. I don't think they're having a nice supper.
Usually they just cut before that happens, though.
There's not usually a second person either.
Mm.
Because that was my other
This whole
theory
episode-
that's weaker, that like the storyteller saved him.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
This whole episode felt kind of weird, though. Like a
Right.
detective noir. I was like, oh, that's kind of out of left field, but okay.
You know what we've never seen? A detective noir where it's a mantis detective.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we've never seen this version either, where it's a mantis woman. So
I feel like I've seen the woman devouring men thing before. Not specifically
yeah,
mantis, but I've seen that kind of thing before.
that's true. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
pretty common thing. But her costume was so good to cover up the mantis body, I
Right?
must say.
She should like go to
Good job.
Hollywood or something. Is it just
This
me?
was kind of a weird one
No,
because
go
it
ahead.
didn't really feel like an urban myth that much, I guess.
No, that's true. It felt more like just a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. That never occurred to me, but that's true. And remember our theory about this season is it's mostly about women.
Mhm.
Well, I don't think the mantis was the main character of this one.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
The detective was. They could have had the detective be a female, and that would have
Oh, it would have fixed
kept the
everything
theme
for us.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I mean, not. It's the exception makes the rule, right?
I guess the theme of the story is still about women, so
Kinda. It's more from a man's perspective, though.
yeah, it's true.
Oh well. I never feel like these themes are strong through the entire episode.
I mean, you can only get so many stories out of one idea, I guess.
I meant to say season, through the entire season.
Yeah, I knew what you
Yeah.
meant.
Is it just me, or was the detective, like the whole department seemed really dumb?
Department? I
Yeah,
thought it
like
was just him.
well, yeah, it's just him because all the other detectives are too busy trying to lick their elbows. But
I
men
kind of
keep
assumed it was like a private detective too, not like a police
Yeah.
officer for some reason.
men keep disappearing. They keep disappearing at this bar. It's known that they keep meeting up with a mysterious woman and then disappear. Well, this is a dead end. I don't know what to do about this case. Like, I don't know.
She must know something. Maybe she can give us a hint.
Did you see anyone suspicious around here, ma'am? Like it's so weird, right?
Men are naive. What can I say?
It must be. She looks at the detective and goes, "I want you," and he's like, "Oh boy, you're innocent."
That's all it takes.
Okay, I have a theory about the man who stood her up.
He got eaten.
No, which is possible. Maybe she wanted dessert. But my theory is he got away.
Because he was still hungry. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he went in for that like hug, like that really sexy hug, and then he took an arm with him, and then like got the heck out of Dodge.
I think that makes sense. I mean, either she was still hungry or he got away and she needed more food.
You think she would have said something clever like, "He saw me to lunch, but I don't need to see him again or something. Like
I think
any.
maybe she just ate him and wanted the seconds.
It's very possible. Double dipping.
Yeah.
But it makes the detectives look extra dumb.
Yeah. True.
So, hypothetically, if he did escape from her, the first guy, or even if she ate him, do you think she just put the skin back on? Just brought out her craft supplies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, put it back on.
You're right. Because it tears when she becomes mantis form.
At least her face.
Yeah.
And it has to be awkward
That
putting
kinda
his arms back on.
that adds credence to the he escaped at some point theory.
Yeah. Like,
Maybe he just got tired and went home.
You're like, oh, I finished your taxes for you. Oh, this seems like a good time to head home.
Oh, I'm gonna hit the hay.
Night.
It's possible.
It's very possible. Did you notice the storyteller's mask is 3D in the black? It's like the CG representation of it.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
That was like their whole budget.
Right there.
That transition was really weird too. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if my theory of he was being told this story by the storyteller is true, it could be like him waking up.
Coming out of the darkness of the dream or something.
Yeah. Or maybe he's on the back of his eyelids. You never know. I don't know why this thought just popped in my head. Do you think anyone's ever gotten a tattoo on the back of their eyelids that's glow in the dark?
No, I don't think it'd be possible.
It's skin, isn't it?
I don't think you'd be able to pull it up to tattoo, and I think you would damage the eyeball if you did.
I don't know if you would damage the eyeball.
I think it's a no-go.
I think
People
it's a really bad idea.
their actual eyeballs.
I think it'd be a really bad idea. You can't really tattoo an eyeball though, because it's like just a ball of liquid.
Oh, there's people that have tattooed their eyeballs in jail.
How does it stay?
I'll send you photos. I don't know. I think I watched a YouTube video about it, and the doctor said it'll probably make you go blind eventually. So
ooh, rough.
Take that how you will.
Yeah. But that's why I said back the eyelids, because I didn't think you could tattoo an eye. You think it would just like float around in there?
Guess you can.
Yeah. I mean, like people do really dumb things, like.
It's not something an actual tattoo artist would ever do. Yeah. In the video I saw, it was inmates.
Which makes sense. Yeah. They do some crazy stuff.
You get bored in there.
And you're too busy working out. You're like, I need to do something else with my life. Like, everyone here has the personality trait of working out. I'll be the crazy guy who gets his eye fucking tattooed.
Exactly.
Yeah, any other things to say about the episode?
No. It was interesting, I guess.
And I don't think I'm going to put the tattooed eyeballs in this episode, for the record. Google at your own peril is what I say, because that sounds not nice.
Oh, it's not gory or anything. It's just interesting.
People are sensitive to that kind of stuff.
That's true.
Yeah. So, let's do some comments.
All right. Alquiora, I feel like we've seen this person before.
I think so.
Said she was too beautiful to be a good girl.
Wow. It made me laugh.
Strange statement, I must say.
He was too handsome to be a good boy. I just thought it's funny. From Ren Xmer. If you a bit intelligent, if you read the neon named bar, it'll be easy to know how end. That you don't know how the bar named is the Mantis bar now. Because every bar is named after what happens there, right? There's a place called Panda something here. There's pandas in that bar. That's why you never go. We never go there. The music remember me to the mythical series named Third Dimension. Ki ki ki. I looked it up, but it's too long. I don't remember it now.
I don't know what
Bye
that is.
bye to this irregular season, but it was, but oh, sorry, oh,
Always see.
always interesting winky face.
It's an interesting person.
I had
You
fun time with
were
that.
very ambitious to read that.
It's a fun time. Out of the dice had rolled differently, you'd be the one reading it.
Thank God.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah, what's up next? I Jitsu said, I love Yami Shibai series. I think season was good. It revolved mostly around female characters, but wasn't that scary.
Yeah,
The ending song was pretty dark and cool.
I did enjoy the ending
Good
too.
summary.
Yeah. From CP, say P. So they think the narrator guy saved the guy who tried to solve the mystery of the seductive woman because he was not meant to be in the story. After all, narrator guy tells the stories. Best episode of season 5.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The narrator wasn't speaking in that episode.
Yeah.
That's why it felt different. Oh, that's a good observation, actually.
Right? This is the comment I was talking about. I think it's really interesting. Like maybe the detective
makes
wasn't
sense,
supposed to
actually.
be there.
That explains a lot for why it felt different, too.
Yeah.
Interesting. That makes me like it more.
But it does. It still makes the detective agency and the police look pretty dumb, right?
Yes.
Like
I also feel like it could have, if this is what they meant to do, it could have been more obvious.
right.
Yeah.
I think a little bit of ambiguity is okay because my theory of him telling it to him in his dreams is still valid.
Yeah, still totally viable.
I think this is more likely because I think this is the better theory.
I like this one.
Yeah. But now it's time for a germ tangent.
Where are we going?
Praying mantis hanky panky is way weirder than you think. This is from PBS News.
Must have been a slow news day.
So the part I have highlighted, as it turns out, when a male mantis loses his head, doesn't mean he loses the urge to procreate.
Wow, that is weirder than I thought.
Hey, you know what? The hard worker, you have to respect that, right?
I thought it was after mating she bit the head off, but she bites the head off beforehand.
From my understanding, it can happen at any point.
Uh,
I'm going to hold a fact back until we're done because I don't remember if it's one of these facts or not. But let's continue. Only a few groups of animals, including mantises, spiders, and possibly scorpions, eat each other at some point during mating.
Man, these things are evil.
I mean, it's... Which would you rather? Your mate eating you or the puffer... Not pufferfish. What's the one with the anglerfish? Did you hear how they mate?
Isn't it like it becomes part of the other fish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the male finds a female, merges with it, and as far as we can tell, anything outside the gonads just disappears.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So that takes the cake for me. I'll never get over that.
Super weird. Yeah.
Being eaten by your mate isn't always a bad thing. Now I'm starting to wonder if the mantises are paying off PBS News.
Yeah, what the heck?
Well, if your goal is to only have successful children, having a well-fed female is a good thing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so gross. Yeah. Holy shit! I hate seeing this.
Do you want a different slide while I talk?
Yeah.
We're not on themes and metaphors, but I'll put it on the themes and metaphors to make you feel better.
Thank
God. But praying mantises don't. The females don't actually eat the males that often. In nature, it's more like 1 in 10.
Oh.
But in lab conditions, it jumps up to like 4 out of 5.
Similar to the prison thing where they're just kind of bored.
They think it's a stress response.
Makes sense.
Yeah, these jailed praying mantises, they need to let it out.
tattoo their eyeballs.
Yeah. It also depends if they've actually eaten or not.
Mm.
Yeah. That's why in some
makes
spider
sense.
species, they give them a sacrificial meal before mating to decrease the chances of them being eaten.
That makes a lot of sense. That's
Yep.
fine.
Here's a sandwich.
Lady spiders love a guy that can cook.
So themes and metaphors. Do you have any theories here, Ghosty?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's too obvious, but just the danger of random women in the bar. She's like tempting him, and it's gonna destroy his life in other ways, even if he's not getting
Ooh.
eaten by
I had a
praying
very
mantis.
similar thing. Be careful if things seem too good.
Yes, so
Yeah.
that's even better.
Yeah. Well, I have time to put this together, and you try to do it on the spot, so no pressure. But I have another theory. Maybe it's don't trust women.
I don't think that's the intended takeaway, but you do
I
you.
I think that's the intended story point of the story.
Take away what you will.
But in seriousness, it's probably just be careful.
Yeah.
You never know when
Generally
you're gonna
good
like
advice.
wake up without a kidney or something. Oh, maybe that's what the praying mantis was doing.
Oh, maybe,
She was
yeah.
just taking his kidney
That's
the whole time.
That's more common than you think.
Now that we have that sussed out, what is your personal score?
I mean, the animation was pretty good.
Yeah.
The mantis was cool.
Yep.
And for the gold mask, you got to bump it up 1 point
Oh yeah,
for the
yeah.
extra effort. So it's a 7 from me.
I feel the same way. Like I think the mantis was really strong. It's always nice seeing the storyteller, which I think that's what he's referred to. I think.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the gold mask guy better, just because like, hey man, gold mask guy, makes you feel like you're buddy buddy. uh, the only thing that drags it down is that we spend a lot of time in the bar,
Yeah. And it's not really going anywhere that fast.
and the detectives seem really dumb.
The
Like,
incompetence is too much for you.
they seem really, really dumb. So I'm gonna give it a 7, the same as you. I really enjoyed the episode, but there's a few little things that drag it down from an 8 or 9.
Could have made it better. Yeah.
Yeah. So that brings us to a nice even 14.
Not bad.
Yep. So the next episode is called Thunderous Visitor, but the season wrap up's next week, or next. Sorry, not
Nice.
next
Episode.
Next episode, yeah.
Thunderous
It doesn't.
Visitor.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense they do the next episode in the season wrap. So give your best guess.
Sounds like my upstairs neighbor. They're like
Sounds
stomping
like
as loud
me
as
in the
they can.
washroom.
There is no thunder without rain, Alistair. It's okay. But yeah, maybe just a very loud guest upstairs.
No, not really. It does have to do with the guest. So I wouldn't say you're too far. Like 50%. I'll give you like 50%.
Visitor kind of gave away the guest part.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I love the name though. It's a very great.
Good name for a heavy metal band.
So, well, thank you for joining me, Ghosty.
That's been fun. I'm looking forward to reviewing. I can't remember a lot of this season already in the early stuff.
Right? But don't worry, we'll go through it. It'll be a nice time. Thank you all for being you. See you in the season wrap up. Bye.